Hi everyone, this is Dee with the Paper Drawer. I wanted to share with you a journal that I just finished. Not really sure you can call it a journal. It's basically a journal or book of family documents. So it was a little bit different. There's not a lot of embellishments. There's not a lot of ephemera. The ephemera is actually the family documents. So I call it just a family document journal. But I wanted to share it with you today. And I wanted to just share a couple of interesting things that I could not put in the journal. I was given a book to use, and actually the lady, my girlfriend that I'm doing this for, she had gifted me some wonderful papers and books and magazines and all sorts of things. And I offered to make her a journal to keep some of the papers that she wanted to keep together. So here's a few items that just could not fit in the book, and most of you already know that because of the bulk, it just wouldn't fit. I didn't want to cut the spine or do anything. I wanted to keep everything intact and original. So this is a ration book. She just brought this to me the other day, but I've never seen a ration book with the tokens. I believe it's 1942, so, and it's stitched. I just find that so fascinating. So that couldn't go in. Here's another ration folder, and it has papers in it and a certificate for sugar, etc. So that was very interesting. So this is another thing that could not go in, unfortunately. There were several hunting licenses, and I think I put one in. Here's another ration book with the stamps in it. I think this one had, yeah, they've used some of them, but that's interesting. And then here's just a little employee record, hours worked, that is filled out, which is kind of cute. This might fit in somewhere, but this was getting pretty full, so I thought I better quit. This is the book that she had given me. It's full food planning and preparation. It's 1923, I believe. And in the box, she had different little items, so I just thought I would make a dangle with them. It started out with just a safety deposit key, and it had this black sole of a shoe together with it. Then I found this in the box, and then I found another key, kind of interesting. And then there was this little ID bracelet. It looks like it's from high school. So I just combined all those on the cover. The book wasn't in too bad of a shape. I did a hidden spine. It has 6 signatures. The signatures are small because of the bulk. They're only 3 pages, total of 6 per signature. But again, the book wasn't in too bad of shape. I just had to do a little bit of repair, but it wasn't bad at all. The corners are a little worn, but again, it's nothing to repair and start getting glue and all sorts of things on it. So I left it intact. Okay. So here's the inside. There was paper covering this, so I went ahead and gently tore it off, and I got it all off. And then when I found that safety deposit key, it came in this little pocket bag, and in there was the key and 2 pieces of paper, and it says bank locker box key for lock box and deposit box at bank, extra key. So I thought I would just go ahead and put that on the cover. There wasn't much writing there. It's actually where I tore the paper off, but I really love this, so I wanted to save this for her. She wanted several pages from the book. I thought it would be a nice addition, so I tried to pick up the ones that had writing on it, and the page is really fragile. I didn't think it was that fragile, but as I was hinging, because I wanted the pages to be in the correct way, the pages started to crack. So I went ahead and did faux tape. I wanted to leave them in here. I thought it was important, and I don't think it distracts, but I had to use faux tape. This is one of the pages that cracked, but again, I think it was worth it to try to preserve it and keep it in the book. It just had some great pictures and writing. Here's one of the back pages, and it's got the handwriting on it. Here's some little notes. I believe it was her grandmother that, wrote this and everything. So here's more handwriting that's really cool. So I definitely wanted to try and save it. Some more little notes on the recipes. So these are original pages. Okay. This is a Tim Holtz. I use Tim Holtz because it's, of course, heavier cards. It's cardstock. And the reason being is you'll see further back I did some stitching, a clear pocket, etc. to save memorabilia. Most of the pages are going to be the regular scrapbook paper one-sided, and I went ahead and put it through the copy machine, and I did a background on it so it's not white. So all through here, it's going to be mostly pockets. Didn't want to actually glue the original document. I don't know. To me, I wouldn't do that. I want to just preserve it. So she can take them out, hold them, read them, flip them over. The family, her grandmother, the family, was from Ohio. And that's the town. And it's also the hometown of Neil Armstrong, the astronaut. So there was a lot of memorabilia on Neil Armstrong, a lot of magazines that had him in there. So here's another page. This is high school report cards, 2 of them, and then life insurance cards. Again, just 2 pockets, simple. The more decorations and things you put on here, it just creates bulk. So I think the paper's okay. So here's just a little card with the envelope. The child drew. Another letter with the drawing. And then this was also an item that was in the box, and it has writing on both sides. So it came with this little clip already, so I just clipped it right onto this pocket. Here's one of the hunting cards. And here I just stenciled on lightly a pattern on the paper. Okay. And then here is a little religious pocket card. So I just clipped that on there. Double pocket again, just some more paperwork. This is a big tag. I like this string. And again, I didn't push it down all the way because I only wanted to go as far so that I wouldn't have to refold this or anything. I tried to keep it pretty original. There's another pocket with a letter. And then just a little ID card. Blank. You can also journal on this if you want. She wanted some blank pages, so I left some blank. Here's a pocket that I made out of a page protector, and it didn't fit an item that you'll see further back, so I went ahead and just filled it with some small loose things, and she can take them out. She can add things and so forth. Journaling. Here's some family pictures. I left it on the side here where she can make notes and whatever. Military picture, and I went ahead and put a ration book across from it. Tim Holtz paper. Again, you can write right over it. Same with this side. Just a little die cut, and then a couple little things I found in the box for gum and a consumer receipt. When I first did this book, I started out wondering what I was going to do with the original because I did not want to glue any original down in this book at all. So I photocopied some things. These are recipes. I photocopied them and then I collaged them. So when she turns the page, the originals will be in the back. And here's another little die cut. But all of these I photocopied and put on the front. Okay. Same with this one. Recipes, photocopied, and then the originals are in the back that she can pull out. Here's the other pocket. The other pocket earlier was a little too tight. So I thought this document was important. I loved it. And I love the folder that it's in. It feels like it's leather. But anyway, it's a marriage license and the marriage certificate. It's beautiful. So I definitely wanted to include that. This causes a little bit of bulk, so I untied it, and then I'll just stick it in, and I'll probably just have to drape it in somehow. But that is just the pocket, and this is the other side of the Tim Holtz paper. A little stronger, so I use that. Sorry if I wasn't in frame. Blank side, she had some cards. I went ahead and used the photo corners, and she can just open it up and look to see what it is. She can write notes down here, and then she can take the whole thing out. Army picture, ration book. And then this is the same principle, photocopied them. And then all the originals are right behind it in the back. Okay, this I did not photocopy, but the other papers I did. Okay, kind of a blank page you can write on. And then this was just some loose things, odds and ends. So I went ahead and paper clipped it on, rubber stamped. And this was white single-sided paper, so I ran it through the copy machine with a background paper, and I put that on the back. And again, you can write on it. Same thing here. These are all photocopies. And the originals are all in the back. The only thing I did not was this baby card. That's the only thing I did not photocopy and put on the front. Okay. Same thing with this page. I rubber stamped. Rubber stamping is good. Does not cause any bulk. I probably should have done a few more up front. But this was, it says Mom and Dad's first home when they were married, June 4th. So that house was in the newspaper and they purchased it. Pretty big house, 4-bedroom, 2 baths. 2-car garage. That's really cool. So again, photocopied, and all the original are in the back. A blank page she can write on. Same principle here. All photocopied. The originals are in the back. She had some cute cards. So this one was irregular, so I had to corner all of them. And she'll have to take them out. Take this one out to actually read it. Here's a Christmas card. Blank page, blank page. Here's another card. And that's that. The back has some writing on it, so definitely wanted to save that. The book was in pretty good condition, actually. It just had to do a little bit of repair. I left the hole. I didn't want to make it perfect, but I think it turned out fairly well. So there were a few interesting items also that could not go in. There is one item that I do need to find room for, and she wanted a piece of quilt. The quilt, it was not a whole quilt, it was pieces. So I went ahead and just took a piece out, and I need to find a place for it, which I think I know what I'm going to do with it. It's either going to have to be a page, it would cause more bulk, or maybe cut a smaller piece. But she said just a piece of it. She had some wedding stuff from her grandmother, I believe. The garter, napkin, and then a list of the gifts, wedding gifts that they received. And more hunting licenses and just odds and ends. You know, some of these little cookbook things. Okay, those won't go in. I'll return everything I don't use to her. I thought this was a cute card. Her and I were laughing at it. But you got to be careful because I was playing with it. And it's cute, but it's dangerous. So this is the card, and then when you open it, and so many times I had my finger here, and this would just land right on top of it, or down here. So it's a cute card, but like I said, it's kind of dangerous. So anyway, I thought that was cute. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to take one more look through this book. I think I'm also going to try to compress it just a little. Again, I don't really want to put a closure on it. So I'm going to try and put a little bit of weight on it to compress the pages just a little and see if I can get this a little thinner. It's not bad, but I'd like to see it, you know, not popping up. Again, it doesn't pop up that much, really. But she just wanted something small to put on a bookshelf, and I think this will do the job for her. So anyway, that's this. I wanted to just share it with you, just show you my idea on how to save the paperwork. So it was just a lot of fun to do. It was easy and fast, but again, it took a lot of thought too. So one thing good about the pockets too, if she sees any other documents that I'm going to return to her and she wants it in the book, you know, just pull it out and replace it. If she wants to make it fatter and alligator a little bit, she can also do that. What I might do is include some sort of tie along with this, so in case she does want to add things. But again, it doesn't really alligator, so you know, it should be okay. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you, and thanks for watching.